Hello, can you even see me around all these groceries? So basically, it's been a really long time since I got on YouTube, and I've just been really freaking busy. I launched a new website, I launched some guides, I switched my focus in my business, and things have been crazy. Oh, and I've been traveling the world. So I'm back on YouTube. Maybe, we'll see. I always say that and then I don't come back. So probably why my channel doesn't grow. Anyhow, I have been going live a lot within my Facebook groups, and I decided to not flood them over the Easter weekend, and instead I would create some YouTube videos and show you guys my grocery haul that I just did and what I'm gonna be making and what I like to buy and eat. So I'm gonna go through all of these items with you. I do get asked a lot about protein-rich foods, so I'm gonna show you guys some of those first. So I picked up cottage cheese. I use this one. It is a dry curd. Sounds a little gross, but the macros are insane on it. So for half a cup, it's 110 calories, 0.5 grams of fat, 2 carbs, 2 sugar, and 22 grams of protein. So this is insanely high for protein. So I'll show you what I do with it after in my meal prep haul. But basically, I like to use this on either salads or mix it with like chopped cherry tomatoes. Dang it, I forgot to get those. I'll mix it even with tuna and avocado, things like that. So I'll show you what I do with this. And then the next really protein rich is, a lot of abs going on this, is 0% Greek yogurt. So I do get 0%, which means there's no added sugars. It's quite low in sugar, 7 carbs for 3/4 of a cup, 100 calories, 0 fat, and 70 grams of protein. So this is, excuse me, really high in protein. And I'll show you what I do with it as my little sweet tooth hack that makes it taste a little bit better. Next, we just have good old chicken breasts. So I have a pack there. And then the next proteins is I did 2 packages of extra lean ground chicken. Protein source up next is we just have some eggs. I usually hard boil these, or if I want to have a full egg with a breakfast, I have some there. Of course, I have my trusty little egg whites that I'm obsessed with. If you know me, you know I eat a ton of egg whites. Next, I just did a can of tuna because I did want to do some protein sources, so I did pick up some extra protein sources. So I have the tuna, and what else we have that's protein in here? Oh, beef jerky. I did open this already. I started to eat some while I was unpacking the groceries. So this beef jerky is actually great. For 15 grams, which is quite a bit, it's like a handful, 40 calories, 0.5 grams of fat, 1 carb, 7 grams of protein. So for a snack that I just had, as you can see this is opened as well, is I had a handful of this. I probably had twice that amount. I probably had like 30 to 45 grams of this. And then I had it with these crackers and one of the single serve guacamoles that I also really love. So this together was my little mini meal before filming this. So yeah, this is an awesome source of protein. What do we have next? It's for protein in here. Okay, maybe not, but I did get these. So the 2 other things I got were frozen. What did I get? Chicken burgers today. These ones are just for those nights when you're not gonna cook, you just need to throw something in the oven and be done with it. So each patty is 140 calories, 6 grams of fat, 0 carbs, and 21 grams of protein. Solid. And I got a bag of raw Pacific white shrimp. Easy peel. Dang it, I got ones I have to peel. Anyhow, so those are my main protein sources. Other than that, I will be making energy balls and showing you shakes that I use, so I do have protein powder already purchased at home. So those are the protein sources. Next, I guess I will go through, what can I get out of here? I'll do my vegetables, so we'll do some micros. So I always get mushrooms because I love making burgers or chicken turkey muffins. So I have mushrooms, I have celery, I have a squash because I'm gonna make some spaghetti squash. What else do I have? Cucumbers. I've got zucchinis because I love making zucchini pasta as well. I think they call it zoodles. Sounds weird. I don't know. It just sounds very childlike to say. So I like really easy things to make for stir fries. So this is just a bag of bean sprouts. And I have broccoli slaw. I am a very lazy cook. So this is golden for me. I literally throw these 2 in a pan together, steam it, and make a wicked stir fry sauce, throw some protein on it, and voila. I'll show you how I do that. Okay, up next we have our fruits. So I have bananas. I love these. They're like apple pears. I have actual pears because I'm gonna be making a dessert that will be on a live. I have a lemon. I got a pack of unsweetened applesauce. So I think that's most of my micros. So then some other options that I have for carbs, I got rice cakes. I have, where are they? I always get these. I get quite a few packs of them. They're just the easy minute rice cups. I do a single serve of these. So in each single serve, there's 50 carbs. So it is quite high in carbs, but you can have carbs. Carbs are not the devil. And then I got these crackers that I already ate. They were actually really good. They were the good thin sesame rice crackers. And they're actually pretty hearty. They're not as thin. Okay. Other things that I did get. Cremo. Something I will not compromise is cremo in my coffee. This morning I tried to do cashew milk, and I'm sorry, I love cashew milk, but I love creamy coffee more. This is what I use for my shakes though, and my oatmeal. Big thing of coffee. I have some spicy, hot spicy spaghetti sauce. I'm not really picky with the sauces as I'm not going crazy overboard with them, so I get ones that I do enjoy. This is a low fat one. I mean, the macros are good on it anyhow. Half a cup, 7 grams of sugar, so not bad. I do have a sugar-free syrup here, and then I have some honey, which I'll be using for dessert. I really like the darker honeys. This one's a liquid, raw and unfiltered organic honey. I do spend a little bit more on my honey just because I find that it makes such a difference in the taste and also the health properties of it. This is one of my favorite sauces out there. It's a sweet with heat mustard. Depends on where you get it, sweet and hot, sweet with heat. And it's 10 calories for a teaspoon, 1 carb, 0 fat. It's amazing. You need to try this if you haven't. And what am I missing? I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and these little mini guacamoles. They are my best friend. They are so good. I usually go through 2 packs of these in a week. I was gonna get avocados as well, but they just weren't looking so hot today. So those are the main things. I do have English muffins still in my freezer that I'll pop out if I want those. I already had oats. I already had my peanut butter. So I had a lot of like the main things that I also needed for a grocery haul. But I'll show you what I do for this massive meal prep. And then you guys can kind of see how I put all this food together for the week. Now, I do live alone. So while this seems like, maybe it seems like a lot of food to you, it is a lot of food. I will be eating at home for most of my meals for the next 6 or so days until I leave to Edmonton. So I'm gonna be showing you what I make with them and how I store and prep my foods. So enjoy. Okay, so let the cooking mass begin. First, I'm taking chicken breasts and putting them into water. I do like to cook my chicken in a few inches of water because it keeps it super moist. I'm using this fajita spice from Epicure and I'm just dousing it in it. Not really with any real method other than making it delicious. Next, I'm gonna get some water boiling. The first one is for my stir fry vegetables, so I have a few inches of water in there, just turning that on high. And I'm also gonna put a secondary pan on there for my hard-boiled eggs, which you'll see me do in a minute. Next, I'm just lining up my baking dishes, making sure everything's ready to go once I have it all prepped. Moving along, I add in the pan that I forgot. Pot, pan, you know. All right. So I'm gonna add in my stir fry veggies once the water is boiling. Just add the whole bag in. I'm gonna add in half of the portion of mushrooms that I purchased. I'm just gonna put those ones on top. I will add the bean sprouts after just because I like to add them at the very end so they're a little bit crunchy still. So I'm gonna find a lid somewhere and cover this up so that it can steam. I did turn the temperature down to low and it'll cook for about 7 or so minutes. Next, I'm going to try and open this spaghetti squash. As you can see, it actually took me about 10 minutes to open. I'm going to gut the inside of it, just cut it out and get rid of that. You can cook it as it is, but I just find it's easier for after. So my stir fry's getting nice and juicy. It's cooked to the way I like it, where it's kind of still crunchy, so I'm gonna quickly whip up a marinade for it. First, I'm just gonna add in 4 eggs that I'm going to be using as hard-boiled eggs, just easy on-the-go protein source. And I just keep the other eggs for oatmeal hacks or, eggers, whatever it is through the week. So I'm going to be making my chicken muffins. So this is extra lean ground chicken, and I'm going to add in my vegetables. If you've been following me, you know that I make this every single week and I just switch up my ingredients. So today I thought I would just add in a ton of veggies. So I'm going to use half of a red onion and I'm just dicing it up into small pieces. And then I'm going to be using a lot of celery just because the celery wasn't super ripe. So I just wanted to get use out of it. And celery is awesome in these because it provides a lot of crunch texture, which I really like. And then the mushrooms keep it moist. So I'm going to be adding the other half of the mushroom pack as well. So every week you can switch up this recipe really easily just by adding, say, curry spices instead of the garlic and herb that I'm adding. Or you could be doing apple cinnamon ones like I've done. You could do fajita ones, Cajun. I mean, it's really endless. Other ones I really like to do are spicy jalapeno ones. I usually always have mushrooms in them though because I find it's like my little secret ingredient that really helps to keep them super moist. So as you can see, I don't measure anything. I kind of just eyeball it. So when you are making these, if you find that they're too moist and they're not even able to form balls, then you need to add in more dry texture components. So I would add in more oats. If they're too dry, then you could add in an egg. You could add in a little bit of water, or you could add in some more sauces, whatever that may be for you. So I'm just going to chop everything up. I definitely need a larger bowl. Every time I do a cooking tutorial, I say that, and then I always forget to buy them. So I did add in half a cup of oats. I also added in about 4 tablespoons of sweet with heat, and as you can see, I'm just forming them into ball formations and putting them in the muffin tray. I'm going to bake those for about 20 minutes. Here's my stir fry mixture marinade that I made. So it was a 1/4 cup soy sauce, a few tablespoons of sriracha, and a few tablespoons of Thai curry paste. Now I like the paste better because it just makes it thicker and the, what should I call it? What do you call it? The flavor is more condensed. So as you can see, I'm just chopping up a cucumber. I'm going to put it into 2 serving sizes, half in each container, and then add my hard-boiled eggs for a quick, easy little snack on the go. I'd probably pair it with like a single serve guacamole sauce as well. So I portioned out the stir fry into 4 large portions. I took the chicken out. As you can see, it's super moist. I love cooking my chicken in water because it almost gives it a shredded texture. So I did 3 breasts here, which I'm going to spread over 4 meals. The breasts were quite large. So again, not measuring anything, but I do a handful and just make sure it's even throughout the 4 servings. And you don't necessarily need to add an additional sauce when you eat this, but if you wanted to, you could add a little bit more sriracha on top. So I'm just going to portion these out and put them aside. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to portion out the rest of these rice cracker thins. The portion size was 17, so I guesstimated, and there's probably about 20 in each of these. Next, I'm doing my Greek yogurt hack. So I split 1 container, which was 750 grams, into 3 containers, which is roughly 3/4 of a cup. And my secret hack is mixing a teaspoon of stevia into each one. Now with the Greek yogurts, what you're going to do is put frozen berries in them if you're on the go, and the berries will keep it cool and they'll defrost in there, making it super delicious. This is my dog Darla. She got scared by the fire alarm because I set it off every single time. So here's the spaghetti squash. It's been in for about 40-45 minutes, and I'm just basically taking a fork and shredding it out. As you can see, it comes out really easily. I'm just burning my hand slightly, but I was on a mission to get this done quick. And here we have it, the final product. So we made 15 meals in total, ton of protein sources, good carbs. I didn't use the cottage cheese in meals, so I'm able to still put that into containers and use it with cherry tomatoes, etc. Here's my can of tuna. I would probably also mix that maybe with a single serve guacamole and some crackers. I did make pre-made smoothie bowls, half a frozen banana, spinach, and mango in there, and then all I have to do is add my protein source in a blender. It makes it super easy. I'll probably make zucchini noodles throughout the week. Other hacks I do is peanut butter, of course. I have English muffins in the freezer, or I'll use them with rice crackers. So the minute rice I would use for the other meatballs or muffins that I didn't pair with a carb source. But these are my meals over the week in a glimpse. Thank you for watching. Give this video 2 thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.